For three quarters, yes, it did. I thought we played as spirited and as connected as we have for three quarters. And, I don't know if it was fatigue or whatever it was, but, it was a combination probably of things. Not making shots probably took some of our energy going down. If we can make a couple of those shots down the stretch, maybe that energizes us a little bit more defensively. It's a lot of factors, but I did think we played energized, competitive, spirited basketball for three quarters.
What would you say happened?
I would say we missed shots. I thought that, like I said, that took some of our energy. Michael, defensively, I thought defensively we covered some of their situations as well as you could. Some of the one-on-one situations, I thought they made tough shots over well-guarded, well-guarded plays. But at the end of the day, we missed some wide-open looks, and I thought that de-energized us, however you want to call it, defensively and offensively.
This is one in the game and down 3-0. In terms of preparing your team to play, is this the toughest job you'll have this year?
Well, again, we tend to forget, I think. I think we've had an excellent season. We're in the semi-conference of the playoff semi-finals of the Eastern Conference playoffs, and we were struggling against probably the favorite to win our conference. But that's what I reminded the guys. Guys, you've put in a lot of sweat equity to get here. Let's don't let go of the rope and not come out tomorrow to prepare, because it will hurt all summer. It will hurt everybody all summer if we don't come out and hold on to the rope together. Win, lose, or draw, you got to come out and compete your behinds off like you did last night for longer periods of time. And whether it's hard or not, it shouldn't be hard, because we have 15 professionals in the locker room who understand the moment. They understand what's at stake, and understand that you got to have some pride not to, get swept. Even though they've already been crowned as so-called Eastern Conference champions. I don't buy into that theory from a coaching standpoint, and I don't think most of our guys in the locker room feel that way either.
Is it harder to keep the faith without your best player, though, without the guy who runs?
Last night
And maybe going forward?
Well, again, it shouldn't. I mean, again, we were at 17 and I don't know what the record was without Kyle. Believe me, huh? 15 and 7. I would take that, to the bank. We'd love to have him. I hope he's able to go tomorrow. But if he's not, it's a great opportunity for Corey to step in and play. Again, I thought we played well for three quarters last night. Whether, for whatever reason, if you have him, it's maybe a different story. We don't know. But we'd much rather have him, because he is the hub of our toughness, energy, all the above, and we're a better team with him.
Coach, when you're watching LeBron, a lot of people say that he's definitely taken his game to another level this season. DeMar said that he looks a lot quicker. What are you noticing in terms of how he's elevated his game?
Well, again, I think he understands the moment. I think he's chasing Michael. I think he's chasing, those rings. And, again, that's where a guy at his level does. Again, we're trying to get where they've been, is to the championship. And it's not easy. They've been through some turmoil. He's been through heartache and pain, and you got to go through that to get there. There's no shame at all going through toughness and pain to get to where you want to go to win a championship. And he's playing at a high level right now, but again, it's still, they're still invincible. They're not invincible, as far as the team is concerned.
So you weren't buying at all that they were vulnerable?
I would say they're vulnerable. They're beatable. There's no team in this league that's not beatable. I don't care. Golden State, San Antonio, Houston, all of us, we're all beatable. But again, it's to win, to beat a team playing like they're playing right now, you can't have lapses. You can't have oh crap moments. Because they take advantage of it. They score on those moments. And, again, all guys have to be tied in together, going for the same purpose and mission, and locked in. And I think they're locked in, and, we were again for three quarters.
Has that been a challenge, being able to have everything kind of work, not automatically, but tied in together, given the different rosters you've had since the All-Star break for the different situations?
That's the challenge. But again, I love, you know, having Serge and Tuck on our team, Bruce. It's no question, you know, getting the chemistry, the timing, the nuances of a group together like that is a challenge. It's a good challenge, and believe me, I'd much rather have that challenge than not to have them. But to understand the moments and the nuances within the offense or spacing or whatever it is, you know, having new guys, and it is a challenge. But again, it's I think our guys have done an excellent job of playing together, learning each other, you know, throughout the season.
To piggyback on that a little bit, is it we're challenging them to know how close this team could be to challenging the reigning champs? And I mean, a lot of us think, you look at it on paper, this is the best team in the franchise.
Right.
And you haven't had that core healthy team
Right.
for a while. You have free agents in the summertime, so how close are you to making a real run for this?
Well, again, it's hard to step back and say right now, Eric. You know, I like our team. Like you said, it's the most talented team we've had. But again, it does take time when you're trying to integrate those pieces together, and the timing with Kyle being out and coming back and now back out again. So it is a challenge, but believe me, it's a good challenge, and it's not something that you can't overcome. How close we're to Cleveland, it's hard to say. If, when, you know, if is a huge word in that situation, because, you know, this group hasn't had a training camp or time together, a year together to go against them. But I like this group. We have the right pieces in place, and you know, some things we got to do better is shooting the ball. I think that's escaped us for whatever reason. Again, those things happen, but to beat a team like Cleveland and Golden State and those so-called already championship teams, you know, you've got to have all those things clicking at the same time.
Coach, you had strong quarters, but it was that fourth quarter had open opportunities, but just couldn't finish the follow through on that. With the quick turnaround, and you mentioned the fatigue factor, are you afraid or nervous that come the fourth quarter tomorrow, fatigue will be another factor?
That's a good question. You know, quick turnaround, but again, you know, the adrenaline should be going at that time. Tomorrow, to play, it shouldn't be. I think the largest minutes was DeMar. You know, but I think the way, you know, I don't think he should be, you know, worn down. Again, they've got to come back too. But I do think that our pride and whether fatigue is a factor or not, it shouldn't be. You know, like I tell guys all the time, they'd probably be in the gym playing basketball somewhere, doing something with a ball if we didn't have a game. So I don't think fatigue will be a factor whatsoever tomorrow.